We are going to have this grand finale of batch number 24, Peak Performer Workshop, batch number 24. We have successfully completed 23 batches and we are doing the 24th batch. So we started this program weeks back. And the moment we started this program, I told you we are starting a journey. And this journey that we are starting is a journey which is going to be transformational. I also told you the person who started this journey will not be there at the end of the journey. That means you'll be a new you with new ideas, new values, new conviction. And I'm sure that you people who have gone through the session and experienced it, you are certainly experiencing that newness in you. So now, as a course, we are going to end right now, but our life journey is going to continue. So I'll be calling the graduating participants one by one. The participant called will come up on the screen and you will stand up and you will express yourself. You're going to take in 60 seconds time. You're going to tell us what is that you picked up from this program. Now, having learned some leadership qualities, having developed some leadership qualities, having experienced behavioral change in you, what is that you're going to do for the betterment of the society? So therefore, this is a conviction, a commitment that we make to ourselves. And this commitment that you're making, you're going to also see it recorded. And I'm sure you're going to do much more than what you have committed. So I'll be calling you all one by one, and you will be sharing your expression as well. So my first call goes to a person whom I've known as a school student, probably in 2007 or so. She did this program as a college student, as a young leader course. Later on, a father did the program, the MILT leadership course in Pondicherry. And now somewhere she got connected with me and she says, Danny, tell me, I want to do this course. And friends, not only did she say that she wants to do the program, she stood steadfast in what she said. And she really gave in her best. And I'm so glad this person came into the program, did the course, and also benefited great time. Now, she is a French graduate, proficient in French, and has worked in Amazon as senior French catalog associate. And she lives in the city of Pondicherry. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear Miltonians, it's my pleasure and privilege to call upon, to address and to give the speech of acceptance, the MILT Peak Performer, Meera Swaroop. Meera.
Being a good listener, encourage others to talk about themselves. This is one of the HR relation principles that I developed during Peak Performer Workshop. Before learning this principle, I used to be keen on putting forth my points before listening to others. After I developed this kind of listening attitude, I started listening to people and I started putting forth my point later on. In order to control my impulsive talking, I did a vow of silence for about 6 days and I started listening to people. By this way, I could make difference in others' life. But the same way, I acknowledge that I benefited from the MILT leadership program and Peak Performer Workshop. I would like to spread the word of message to others in the society so that they also get benefited from this program. Thank you.
Right, Meera. Absolutely fine. Can you give Meera a big applause? So we shall all celebrate as everybody gives their speech of acceptance, okay? If it's a live forum, today we would have brought the roof down. But nothing to worry, you can break your laptop camera off, okay? So let's all celebrate for Meera. Right, Meera, as you rightly said, being a good listener is a very, very important skill. Because it's not my ability to stand and communicate. It's my ability to sit down and listen to people that makes a difference. Today, we are either talking or we're getting ready to talk. We are rarely listening. So listening is a great skill. By listening, you learn a lot. By listening, you are allowing another person to open up. You get to understand the other person. So it's not about I being understood by people. It's about me understanding people. That is very important. People need not have to understand me. I need to understand people. And the moment you do that, you are able to have a great relationship. And not only that, listening is also paying attention. You not only listen to people, you sit in the park, you listen, you pay attention. You're walking on a busy road, you're paying attention. So when you're paying attention, that is a great quality of a leader. So all the best to you, Mira, with your great participation and your commitment. And I'm sure you're taken all the challenges of life head on and you're progressing. I'm glad to know that. And I want to see you as a lady progressing. You're a gold medalist and best outgoing student of Lila College. And I want you to be our best living student in this world of life and humanity. All the best to you, Mira.
Thank you, Denny.
And now my next call goes to a person who was very careful, who is very careful before jumping into doing something or saying something. Very, very aware, very, very watchful. And I'm so glad this person did this program, got convinced and probably wanted to know what this course is all about. And right from the time started, I could see this person absolutely committed and wanting to learn a lot of things. She is a medical technologist, bacteriologist at LabCorp and working in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you this leader, the MILT Peak Performer. Let's welcome MILT Peak Performer, Uma Lalibai Patel.
Hello, everyone. As we all know, all things are wise and wonderful. All things are big and small, and Lord God have made them all. But friends, sometimes we forget that we are also one of that same beautiful creation of God, and we get discouraged, fearful, and we are afraid to come out of that zone. But fortunately, I got introduced to MILT and I joined it. MILT helped me to come out of that fearful zone, not only by doing something, but doing it with right ethics and keeping spirituality in my heart. Today, I'm not afraid to step out and do something new, which I have never done in my career. It gave me lots of confidence and taught me how to dream big. Dreaming big is not bad as long as we are not hurting anyone and we are following the right spirituality path in our life. I will also encourage other people to join MILT whenever they are afraid of doing something. And even if they are not afraid, they can become true leaders and help the community. Thank you so much to entire Miltonians and to everyone. Thank you.
Right, Uma, dreaming big is something very, very important. Here, when we dream big, we are leading our inclusive life. And if you are on a spiritual path, you are certainly a big thinker. Spirituality is not about renunciation. Spirituality is leading an inclusive life. Dream big because we are big. We might be physically and mentally small, minuscule, but as a presence, we are large. So if we live our presence, the spiritual presence, the being that we are, we certainly can expand and explore and be living a wonderful life. So Uma, it's been a great pleasure training you. You have been a great participant. You have given a lot of energy in this session. Okay, when you come to the session and when you participate, I could see the positive vibes that's coming out, and that certainly adds to the wellness. And carry this positive ray of vibration at home, in office, in social situation of all kinds, and make a difference. Okay, all the best to you, Uma.
Thank you.
And now this call goes to a person who seemed to be very reserved, but the moment he saw the impact of the program and something in him transformed, and I could see the transformation happening in this person, session on session on session. The reason is what is said in the program. Everybody listens, but there are few people who implemented and experienced the transformation. And this person got into the program, got to know what is in it, and implemented whatever was said. And he certainly has experienced a great moment in life as well. He is an MIT and he is an AHS system engineer in Mammoth, US. A very dynamic young man. Let's welcome the MILT Peak Performer, Kabilan Jayaraman.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and good evening to India. There are many things about in MILT I liked about. The one thing which I want to highlight here is don't criticize, condemn, or complain, and give honest and sincere appreciation. To be a leader, I think this quality is very important. The reason because it's easy to criticize, condemn, or complain. You can be judgmental and you can start criticizing people, but finding something good in others is very important. When you do that, it's not only make them feel good, it makes oneself to feel good. So when you start giving honest and sincere appreciation, you feel like you're positive. When you're positive, you see the world positive. When the world is positive, whatever happens to you will be also positive. It's something what you contribute to the world, it's what you get back. So that is something I learned. It's very important. And there are a lot of other things which I learned from MILT, but this is something important. I'll keep following it. Thank you. Thank you to everybody.
Right, Kabilan, absolutely. What you very beautifully put it. To criticize, condemn, or complain is the most easiest thing to do. Anybody can do. And if you're doing what everybody does, then you're not different at all, isn't it? But to be creative, constructive, and contributive needs effort, needs systematic commitment, needs devotion. So therefore, very right, let's not do what the mass does, but let's do what the class does. Because leadership is not a well-trodden path. Leadership is a road less traveled. As you rightly said, give honest, sincere appreciation. Very simple thing to do. If somebody has done something good, whoever it is, known, unknown, or a colleague or a competitor, if somebody's done something well, we give honest, sincere appreciation. That shows the noble traits within us. And when these noble traits are there, you attract goodness only. So when you're appreciating, you're only manifesting yourself. And you only grow in the goodness and in appreciation. So Kabilan, all the best to you. I want to see you really in MILT and look forward to seeing you and many other people as well in the break-free convention that's happening in the month of December, so that you can experience MILT in its totality. I always say, be in MILT for a minimum 1 year, attend the alumni meets, come for a national convention, then you explore. Then you can probably want to take off, you can always take off, but very importantly, you can be part of a growth-oriented platform. I'm your trainer, but let me tell you, my training is just a MLC, the MILT leadership course that I did in 1988. It was only a stepping stone, was only a trigger, but I continued to be in MILT, attended the alumni. Today, I'm the beneficiary. That's why Aparesh always says, MILT does not need you, you need MILT. We all need MILT, but let's live the qualities and then we can experience. Then there will come a time that MILT will need us. Okay, so let's grow to that level and make a big difference to our life and to people's life. All the best to you, Kabilan. Thank you. And now my next call goes to a person whom I probably knew even before the person could be born. How could I know somebody who could be born? The reason is I knew the father in 1992. As a young man full of life, energy, he was coming to Kolkata convention. We all traveled in a train. And later on, some 4 years later or so, he got married to a pretty lady. And that lady became a great friend because she also did MILT. And then this baby was there, still being born. I have seen Niraja. And then over a period of time, I see the baby born and I could see the features of Niraja, the mirror reflection of Niraja. Okay, and this person is, I've seen her in person in 2017 when she came for Love World 17 in Kolkata. And then after that, I think after some persuasion, she was able to do this program and she did it magnificently well. The reason is that she's in a profession where she's going to make a big difference. Okay, she's doing bachelor degree in behavioral neuroscience in Roger as a medical student and lives in New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear Miltonians, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you MILT Peak Performer Navina Mahesh Kumar.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Danny, for that very nice introduction. What impacted me most from this Peak Performer Workshop was learning how to connect with people in various ways. So whether that's through the HR sessions or through learning the HR principles, or by learning how to give talks that can be interesting and applicable to people of various backgrounds and various ages. So that was really important to me because I'm not used to being in a setting where people are in completely different stages of life from me and having to interact with them. That was very rewarding. I was touched by how encouraging and patient everyone was and how willing they were to listen to me, particularly in the HR sessions. And I know that this will be useful in my career, which will involve a great deal of direct interaction with other people. But I hope that I can also apply this to my life outside of medicine, whether that's through volunteer work or through like interactions with people who are near and dear to me. So thank you to Danny for so passionately teaching and guiding us, and to the people who completed this course alongside me. It was really great to listen and learn from all of you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Navina, I'm very glad a person of your kind has done this program, because you are in a people interface, you're in neuroscience, you're going to talk about something very, very sensitive to people. So therefore, your ability to connect. So people will listen to a person only when they like the person, isn't it? So when you become an admirable person, a desirable person, people are going to connect with you. And that connection is the healing rather than what you might give them in treatments and therapy. So the real healing is connecting with people. You know, lots of ailments have been cured because of developing healthy relationship with people. So you can develop that healthy relationship with people and make a difference. This course, as you saw, it's about a life program. It's just not about being a professional alone, but being a human being who can carry the professional values. So I know you're a lady who's cut out for big things in life. I always said, you're coming to Chennai in the first week of July. Okay, and I will take your autograph. Okay, so sometime down the years, I will tell this lady, man, I trained her. I take pleasure in saying I trained some people. Okay, and I would like to have you on that list as well. So Navina, all the best to you. Do well and do justice to all the potential that you possess. Okay, right. And now my next call goes to a person who is a globetrotter. He probably has his morning coffee in one country and probably has the dinner in another country and a morning coffee in another country. Am I exaggerating? No. He probably loves to travel. That's what he says. And I told him, next time when you're traveling, do take me along if you need somebody to carry your baggage. Okay. So he's a man who is a big time traveler and a great, a person who's willing to learn. In spite of all his schedule of traveling, I think even now he's not in his base, he's somewhere traveling, but he somehow found this time and a corner to be part of this live online session. Very importantly, a man who is always willing to give in a little more, always willing to value relationships. He is a B Mechanical Masters of Marketing Management. He's a PGD MM. He works in Huber Chemical as a partner, and he lives in the city of Atlanta. Let's welcome the MILT Peak Performer, Sandeep G. Mule.
Hey, hi, Danny. Good morning to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone else in different part of the world. I'm very thankful for the opportunity to embark on this great journey. This to me, what is MILT? MILT, in my mind, has 4 pillars or 4 aspects. First is the people which I got connected to in this journey, and that's going to be my lifetime connection. Second is a MILT card. There are a lot of wisdom in very short description in a bullet point. So in future, when my mind is going to wander, that is going to be a guiding light for me. So I look forward for reading it and enriching my life. Uh, Third part is, I think, public speaking and the leadership. And a fourth part is memory stacking. All 4 pillars are very important, and they will help individual at any part of or any age of life for anyone. Uh, but where I stand in my life at this stage, I think first 2 are going to impact a lot on my life. Again, thanks for Danny. You're a wonderful person, and more than that, wonderful teacher. And thanks for guiding us through that through this MILT journey. And last but most important is thank to Magesh, who made it happen for me personally. Thank you, everyone, and thanks a lot.
Right. Thanks, Sandeep. You took the call to be on the program, which is a good sign, because if Magesh was desperately trying to get you in because he loves you so much here. So Sandeep, I'm so glad that you took up this program, took up this journey and did it well. And with the commitment that you have, with the connects that you have, we can all make a difference. Okay. At the end of the day, why was Mahesh behind people? Because I know Mahesh has been behind people like mad. He's most unpopular and also popular. Unpopular because they don't want to take his phone. He's calling, he's only talking about MILT. And he's popular because the people who finished the program are very grateful to him. The reason is, when I met him, when he came a few months back to Chennai, he asked me, what is that you're doing? I said, I'm doing online. So he said, why not I do the program there? And that's how it started. And similarly, Velu Arumugam in the Middle East, he said, online, okay, fine, let's have it here. So therefore, from here in this room, I've connected to people across. So good. Sandeep, I want you to really, in spite of all your busyness, you were being a part of a company, running the show and all that, just stay connected, okay? And enjoy life. Operation always says, live a swanky lifestyle. And what you cannot consume has to go back to the society. It's a beautiful, you never say starve yourself. He said, live a great lifestyle. And what you cannot consume has to go back to the society. And I'm sure you are on the path wanting to do that. And now, not only wanting to do that, but waiting to do that. And now I got a last call, going to a person, and this person is such a pleasant person. Comes to the session, and the pleasantness and the billion-dollar smile that this person has got is amazing. Certainly adds a lot of value and energy. In spite of certain challenges that she had gone through, she has held her composure to ensure that she can come out triumphant. And she is an MS in computer science. And now, having worked in IT space for many years, wants to try something different. And now it's time to explore data science. That's the willingness. There's no age to learn something new. You're never old to learn something new. So after spending enough time in IT, has now ventured into a new field called data science and lives in New Jersey, USA. Let's welcome MILT Peak Performer Kanchana by Rajaram.
Hey, hello everyone. Hi, good morning and good evening. So I argued about this program like for 2 things. One is like this is more suitable for kids, and then the timing of this particular session. But then once I started, I realized that I was wrong on both. This is like I needed this. Like people like me needed this course more than young kids. And then the timing, I cannot argue that this is a perfect time. Like, when I'm ready to face, I'm in a different, starting a new phase in my life after so many challenges. I think this is the perfect time to boost up my memory, my confidence level. For a person like me, who's like introvert, I wouldn't say introvert, but a private person, not talking too much. This is like helping me to open up and then give speeches in a day's advance. Days notice. So I think I cannot say in words like how this is helping me, shaping me now. And coming to the principles, there are a lot of principles that I think like we know that, but then when I really read it and then try to think about it, it's like I never used it. But this particular one, I'm still like debating myself. Show respect to others' opinion and never tell a man he's wrong. I agree with the first one, but the second one, I'm still like, I'm someone who says on the face if something is wrong. I know I lose the friendship also sometimes. I put the person down. I'm realizing that now, but that's where I am coming from. So I'm trying to understand this a little bit more, how to say when he's really wrong by not telling him directly wrong. So I think that there are so many other principles connected to this actually. So I'm going to for sure, like, every if not every single day, my goal to practice all these principles is like pick one or two and then practice them. But this is something I am going to sincerely practice and see the results, how it's going to bring in my life with the people. Thanks, Danny and Mahesh, for bringing this one to us and giving us a chance to progress or change ourselves for a betterment. Thanks.
Right, Kanchana, never ever tell it's we are not kids, we are still kids. Okay. We are never grown up. Okay. The moment we think we have grown, the whole thing is gone. Till now, I'm probably the senior most in the group here. Okay. I'm the most playful guy. Okay. I'm very sad to tell you this. I went to a place and one of my friend's father died. And then I asked him, what's his age? They told the age. I was thinking he's senior age. They told his age. I'm more older than him here. For a moment, I got a shock in my life. Okay. And I'm like a playful boy running around everywhere, playing badminton, enjoying life, joking around. So therefore, we are always kids, Kanchana. Okay. Right. And one more thing, Kanchana, that the principle that you said, show respect for the other person's opinions, never tell a man he's wrong. I'd like you to go back to the video of that principle explanation and see it. See here, what we mean is never tell a man he's wrong. Meaning, let's say, Kanchana, if I tell you, Kanchana, no, you're wrong. Now, you know what you're going to do? You're going to activate your defense mechanism and you're not going to listen to me. And you'll wait for an opportunity to tell me, Danny, you're wrong. So here, instead of saying you're wrong, you can always say, sorry, I beg to differ with you. You got it? See, you and I, we are not matching on a point, on an opinion. So if I say you're wrong, you're not going to think in my way. That's what the title of the card says. You're not going to think in my way. So you will get your defense mechanism activated. And if I go to say something, you're going to say, Danny, you're wrong. But instead, the most civilized way is we don't have any competence to tell somebody you're wrong. What moral grounds do you have? You're talking from your understanding. You're talking from your perception and perspective. I'm talking from my understanding and my perception. So therefore, we are only different. So all you can do is, instead of saying you're wrong, what can you say?
Differ.
Sorry, I beg to differ with you. Over. So the person feels good about it, isn't it? We only differ, but nobody is wrong. So therefore, there's a very powerful principle. Thanks for bringing it out, Kanchana. And I would like you to go back to the video because I've given you all these materials in an open platform. You know, my YouTube link is there because I want this goodness to spread. I'm not trying to hold back. I don't know how many years I'm going to train. Life is running so fast. So therefore, I want to see in my lifetime how many people it can reach, either in my live online or face-to-face or through these videos. Okay. So all the best, Kanchana. You're a great lady. And I'm so glad Mahesh can get people like you into this platform. This is what exactly we're trying to do. You want to have, it's not that, you know, people have problems to come in. You want everybody to come in. So when good people come in and grow, we certainly grow and make this world better. Because MILT vision statement says, let this world be a little better because I came here. In whatever little way I can do something to make things around me good, that's good enough. Okay. So Kanchana, good. You took up the program in the right spirit and you're a learning lady. You're a very spiritually inclined lady. You saw something very subtle in the program, the importance of prayer we give over here. This is a psycho-spiritual program. As much as we develop on our psychology, we want to develop our spiritual base. That is the great offering that Apurish has done to us. He had this spiritual inclination. He lived in this world, indulgence to the hilt. He said, I've committed all the crime in the world except murder. A man of that kind, he got himself tuned into spirituality and he understood the essence of spirituality. And then in a very subtle manner, he built in a spiritual dimension to the program so that people have the spiritual inclination. Because today people have got money. Everything is there, but they don't have a peace of mind. Having everything and no peace of mind, what's the point? The reason is we are all identifying ourselves with our limitations of our body and mind. But the moment we can identify ourselves with a spiritual being, we certainly make a big difference. Okay. All the best to you, Kanchan. Okay. So it was really nice, wonderful to see all these people graduating. Can we give all these people a big round of applause? Let's celebrate all of them. Right. Congratulations, you people. Do well, and let's continue. Let this fraternity of good people grow. Let this fraternity of good people continue to contribute.